Everyone, hello. It is so good to see you once again. I am your brother, KnowOne. How the hell you been? I want to tell you some things that no one knows. I want to take you to some places that no one goes. I want to show you some things that no one can see. Brother whom I love, it has become clear to me, if I have any hope of getting you to agree, I'm going to need to educate you. So bear with me. I'm going to explain my backdrop because it matters, you see. There is information I'd like to give you. And a lot of it is behind me. There is a lot that I could tell you that I'm not sure you'd understand. And my brother, you have harmed me and fucked up what I had planned. But I forgive you. I do. Because my commander, the carpenter, told me to. And because no one owes you an apology. And I will give it to you, hoping that you will forgive me. Everyone, my brother, listen. I know that I can be a jerk. I have called you names, I have belittled you, and then I bossed you around at work. I have kicked your ass, and I have broken your heart. I have stolen your shit, and that's just the start. But now I'm asking for your forgiveness, as no one has forgiven you for the trials and the tribulations you've been insisting upon putting me through. I'm hoping we can put that behind us, because we have a job to do. I have been sent to be a shining light, to show you the best I can tell. I am the flaming sword from the east of the gate, the east of Eden. And I am sent to light your way out of hell. I am sent, no one at all, who is your brother, to come and find you. The same no one at all you keep forgetting to be kind to. Because no one knows. And so no one can remind you. And I'm going to start today with some geometry, some theoretical physics, and some alchemy. To any hard science PhD, my sister, for example, that would delight me. I challenge you to a debate. I would like to illustrate what I am told by those who are supposedly in the know. Well, it tells me some of what I am sent to show. Let me tell you about a show. can't remember what it's called. I think it's just the universe. I don't know. I watch a lot of documentaries because, well, because I am putting together a puzzle. You see, I'm putting together a 7-dimensional understanding of the true nature of reality. I'm going to equate this in a moment to the science of alchemy. And if you are a scientist who is offended by this, because clearly alchemy is ridiculous, primitive superstition, like astrology and women's intuition. There is a disconnect, a cognitive dissonance. And no one can see the cost. And I really don't want to offend you, but I know I'm going to. Because, my brother, you are brainwashed. If you recognize some of the symbology in the painting here on the wall behind me, listen, someone, I am sure, gets the whole thing, understands it. Anyone can see it. It is the truth that is hidden right in front of your eyes. But everyone, I'm sure, doesn't understand this. So, bear with me. And here's the compromise. If you know what I'm talking about, understand a lot of people don't. Give me a hand by just bearing with me. If you disagree with something I had to say, I wish I could say this in a nicer way. I don't give a fuck. I've heard all your arguments. I've heard all about how Jesus is my Lord and Savior. I've heard all about how Joseph Smith found them golden plates. I have heard that Elvis is my Lord and personal Savior. I'm done listening to you, everyone. I've heard what you have to say. There are 8 billion of you, and I don't have all day. Please believe. And I know this will be hard to believe. People who know me personally, I sometimes have to catch this on film so I can prove that this is true. I have sat for hours and hours and hours quietly listening to you. In fact, much of what I have to say to you, you told me. But you are wrong about an awful lot. Please don't hate me. In fact, feel free to hate me. But send me some money. Dollar bills, euros, gold, jewels. Trust me, the more wealth you send me, the more magic I will show you. I'm going to start with this bit of magic right here. Now, maybe you can recognize from the back of a US dollar bill the unfinished pyramid, the all-seeing eye. Probably most of you will. Even if you live in Zimbabwe, I bet the image of a dollar bill is not alien to you today. So, because someone who has been lying to you has spread the rumor, you see, that this is what the devil's up to. Please allow me, with all of my love and open heart, to enlighten you. The all-seeing eye is the infinite all. The all is mind. The mind is all. The universe is mental. The Tao which can be explained is not the eternal Tao. But the God that has a goddess or a devil is not the infinite all. The infinite all is all there is, and all there ever was, and all that ever will be. It is the great I am who I am, and it is the part of you that is me. The all-seeing eye is everywhere, all the time, and sees you in everything you do. Hence, the all-seeing eye looks down on you. The unfinished pyramid on the back of the dollar bill the unfinished pyramid is you. Or, if you will, it is me. You see, I am in the process of becoming, of constructing who and what it is I wish to be. I have built my foundations, and I have laid my cornerstones. Y2K. Christmas just before. My cousin had got his Christmas money, and so he'd been saving up, and he bought himself a new guitar. And he's playing with my uncle, and I'm feeling left out. I don't fucking know how to do that shit. And I'm like, totally fucking around. Why don't you let me borrow your old one? And he's like, sure, take it home. So I did. And then I got pneumonia. And I went to the hospital for 5 days. This is a fucked up story, man. I crawled down from my second floor apartment out onto the main street of the town on January 1st in Northeast Ohio, wearing boxer shorts, a bathrobe, and a blanket. Crawled down to the sidewalk, and this pretty girl stepped over me laughing. I can only imagine she couldn't really comprehend what she was seeing, rather than she's a psychopathic bitch. Although, in this town, she could have easily have been a psychopathic bitch. So I crawl out in the middle of Main Street, and the cops take me to the hospital. And I'm there for 5 days. And when I get out, the doctor says, go home and don't leave for 2 weeks. Don't open your door, don't open your window. Go home and be warm for 2 weeks. And so I go home. Now, I may have mentioned, a crazy person. So, I don't own a TV. I've read all my books. This is, I didn't have a computer. It was Y2K. The internet was around, but it wasn't a thing that I was completely caught up to yet. But I had this guitar, and my cousin loaned me. And So I sat there and I taught myself how to play Wish You Were Here. And then my other cousin came over and he tuned the guitar. And so I had to start over. I tore my temple down because I understood I have been lied to. Ask yourself, everyone, my brother, we all look up to someone. Someone is pretty awesome in a lot of ways. Someone is everything we hope to be. He is beloved of our Father who art in heaven, whose art is the heavens, who answers to every name, including someone, another reason for us to worship our big brother who has been on watch. I am your big brother too, though I also am younger than someone. But I want you to ask yourself, do you believe no one ever taught you anything that was not true? Because no one is here to tell you now that someone has lied to you. Someone has led you to believe, whether you do or not is not on me. I'm just telling you what someone said. This is evil. It's satanic. It's the devil. You have been misled. The all-seeing eye is the all. The unfinished pyramid is the temple I am constructing of myself with which to worship the great I am who I am, the infinite architect of all that is. Just in case you give a damn. The unfinished pyramid is a symbol that each of us is a work in progress. If what you believe is what someone told you, you may have to break your temple down. I don't mean your body, but your mind. Listen, everyone, I'm sorry. I'm going to be repetitive because I can't fucking remember what I've already told you. And this shit's important. So if I repeat myself, it's because I wrote this as a script and you stole my laptop. I have a camera right there that I could be recording this with, that I would have to record the sound separately. So I'm recording it on my iPad, with which I can just turn around, push a button, and send it to YouTube. Yay. But it takes away my ability to edit or read the script that I wrote so I'd know what to say. So here, I'm going to repeat myself a lot. Because it seems to me that just telling you what the fuck is going on. Yep, that's what I got. I do not believe in God. What I do is I know one. I know one. What everyone seems to believe seems to be something that someone said. Somewhere along the way, someone put something in your head. If you are a hard science PhD, come have a debate with me. But be warned. What I had to say is not what you were prepared to refute. So I watched this show, and it says, we live in an ever-expanding universe of time, space, matter, and energy. And the people who are on that show, who I greatly respect and admire, they greatly respect and admire Isaac Newton. But they'll still tell you that alchemy is primitive superstition. So let me explain to you something simple and stupid. Water, earth, air, and fire. Time, space, matter, energy. Alchemy, which is Arabic, it means the art of Egypt. Al-Chem. Egypt is a Greek word that when Alexander the Great conquered Egypt, the land of Chem became Egypt. The land of Chem means the black land, and has to do with the Nile flood and all of the black rich soil that comes down from the Central African plateau that makes the Nile Valley the breadbasket of the Roman Empire, for example. Time, the river upon which we row our boat, gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Space, the air, the medium through which we move. Earth, the matter of which we are made. Fire, the energy within us that ignites us, that lets us move. The fifth element, well, that is what I am. And it is what you are. And it is what the artists strive for. All of them. Mike Patton nails it. He says, the element that's everything. He says, a split second of divinity, you drink up the sky. All of heaven is in your arms, you know the reasons why. Well, it's right there, all by itself, and what you are, there is nothing else. Now, some of you may see more symbolism here that it's not invisible to me. I put it here. Like I said, send me a new computer. I still have the footage. Yeah, you can't see. The Star of David. It's a 6-pointed star. It's kind of basic in sacred geometry, which is a totally different video, but you don't have to take it from me. Spirit Science has a really cool one about sacred geometry. I will do a sacred geometry video, mostly because what I am publishing here is my big toe. which is why I am down to debate Neil deGrasse Tyson, Richard Dawkins, Michio Kaku. Anybody that wants to tell me that particle physics is superior to alchemy, but then wants to give me a skewed view of alchemy, a misinformed opinion of astrology. It's easy to say that astrology is silly if what you believe is that astrology is the newspaper horoscopes, because those are silly. But astrology is a 26,000 year calendar, which is ridiculed by the people who rule the world because they really don't want you to know about a civilization that might have existed on this planet that was capable of measuring a 26,000 year calendar. Washed away. That is a story for another day, and I'm pushing a half hour. So here's what I'm going to say. There are more things on heaven and earth than are dreamt of in your philosophy. I am so extraordinarily proud of my clouds. Can't even begin to tell you. Like, the waterfalls are nice. Those are awesome. But I know how I did that. I could do that again. Those clouds, well, they give me something to aspire to. I'm going to quickly reveal some secrets to you. Yeah, it's not going to be that easy. It never fucking is. Okay. When you ground yourself in the grass, the Tao which can be explained is not the eternal Tao. But it comes up through your bare feet, especially, and through your taint, through your root chakra, through your sacral chakra, through your solar plexus, through your heart, and then with your throat, and your third eye, and your crown, your thought, word, and deed. You send that energy back out into the universe. You use the force, and you put in what comes back to you. This is magic. Today is built on the thoughts, words, and deeds of yesterday. I would like to give a very special thanks to my sound man, Long John. He got his leg blown off